Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, it says we be live.
Well, I'll believe it when I see it.
Well, I ain't got my TV or nothing set up to see.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see here.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
there it goes.
did it go?
Yeah.
Good, good. Okay, everybody, we live on this channel, not the other channel. So if you go over there and we ain't there, we over here.
Well, let me see if you're live on both of them.
If I'm live on both of them, I won't know how in the hell that happened.
Yep. Yeah, just this one.
Okay, okay. Damn, ain't that a crying shame? I can't even bring myself up. Well, that's a figure.
No comment there.
Yeah, that was a figure of words I shouldn't have used there. Well, let me try this shit. This. Sorry about that. Do by no hell. I ain't on that one. All right. I'm gonna have switch names. Y'all wait a minute. Give me a few minutes. Let me get my shit together here.
Hey, Shift Kicker. We got Ginger Ninja. Lisa's in here. Chicken Noodle. See.
There I be.
Byron Smith.
There I
Even
was.
Justin his own chat.
Oh, hey me, how am I doing? I'm doing fine.
And 101's in here.
Hey, hello, 101.
He's early.
Oh, this is straight from the gentleman's mouth. He said he's got inventory coming up this weekend. 101 may or may not be live Friday night. It's going to depend.
Oh, he just said he'll be back Sunday night.
Sunday night. Okay, y'all heard it straight from him. I had to bite my tongue on that one. Sorry. Hello, B. Charming, Chef Kicker, Life with Bobby, Ginger Ninja. Did I say Lisa Anderson? If I didn't, or if I did, I said,
I think you did.
hello, Chicken Noodle Girl. Oh, Prepping 101. Hello, sir. I almost forgot him.
You know those little packs of taco shells you get at the store?
The cracked one or the whole ones?
well, you always have that. It's usually on the bottom one and the top one. They're always bad. But I was sitting there looking at them things, and I'm like, were my hands like smaller? And the taco shells look a lot bigger back in the day because these things are so dang small now. You need plenty of them to equal the normal size ones.
Yeah, 2 bites and you're done.
Yeah,
You know,
and you can't hardly put that much meat on them anymore.
Well, you can't hardly find real meat to put on there no more.
Yeah, I was. I found it funny that I was on. I was listening to Angry Prepper the other day talk about United States allowing. I call it test tube meat, and I'm like, really? I did this like 2 years ago. I did videos on it 2 years ago saying it was going to be approved, and which it has.
Yeah,
they can substitute, and that's where they came up with this new
genre.
the ingredient thing.
Okay. Well, I've been told a few times, that people that you know and that I know, I'm not going to mention no names, nothing like that. For the last 3 years, we've been talking about this, so forth and so forth. And way my memory is, I have to be reminded at least once or twice a week. We talked about this. And my wife said here, I think it was yesterday, and I was talking a little bit. She said, that's practically everything y'all been talking about. They're just now talking about it. I look at her, not meaning nothing bad about it, but I look at her and go, duh. But I mean, to us, the shit's getting old. I wish something would happen or it would just cease. I thought 101 was still in here. Hey, if you still in here, say something. No, he ain't in here. He done booted himself off, did burn it. I'm going to go ahead and let you get this started about the railroad strike. You know more about this than I do. Matter of fact,
there's a lot of different stories already about it.
Well, yeah.
What there is. Well, just the talk of this happening. I won't go into the much of the details of that, but just the talk of railroad issues. Truck rates have gone up for shipping and stuff. And if that was the case, you would see a lot, and that's not saying, oh, that's good for the truck drivers and stuff. It's not good for the truck drivers because the truck drivers won't make any more money. The companies will make the money.
Mm-hmm.
Independents may, but then you're gonna start seeing the gas go up. All this stuff because it's efficient for trains to haul all that stuff from one section to the other section of the United States. Now, next thing is we had different things that the Senate votes to force agreement on rail workers. You gotta watch how everything's worded. Also, lawmakers are slamming Mr. Potato Head himself because he's enforcing labor contracts. Now you got to enforcing. That means that they're being forced, not the railroad companies itself, but the workers.
See what CJ asked. Did Potato demand a bill be on his desk by the 9th of this month?
Somewhat. And that's what the wording of everything goes. Can I send a message to 101?
No.
Live in 2 hours.
He does go live at 9:00. That's in 2 hours.
Yeah, but he just said in chat that he'll see everybody Sunday.
Oh. Okay.
So he's not going on.
So he won't be on tonight at all.
I don't know.
Well, now let me do a survey right here, right quick. You know, our government, so-called, said we're supposed to have gotten a raise this month on the 1st and so forth like that.
I never got anything that way.
No.
They didn't even send me anything, but it's been all over everywhere. I mean, everybody said, "Oh, we're getting a raise this," and certain people's name, "Oh, we're getting a raise that day." And
I want y'all to put a 1 in chat if you got your raise today. A 2 if you did not.
Tomorrow's Saturday, so it'll be on tomorrow.
I don't know. I can't even tell you how many people I got in here. 31, I think. 2. Gubinoff. Oh, great going, Gubinoff. He put 0. Not until the end of January. I heard, and a lot of other people has heard, the 1st of December.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything other than what seen on the news and whatnot.
All I got to say, the government ain't nothing but a lying bag of shit. And yes, I said it. I know what I said. I don't give a damn what I said. I'm tired. If you're going to tell us something, make it happen. Don't keep handing us a bunch of damn lies and expect us to believe it. Tell us the truth. We may not like the truth, but at least you told us the truth.
They can't. That when they tell you the truth, then they're liable for.
Well, that's their damn problem. They shouldn't be lying about it. You know, it's BS.
And every time I open anything that has news to do with it, there's some more about stimulus checks.
Okay.
Where are these stimulus checks?
Now, yeah, exactly. Social Security benefits will increase by 8.7%, beginning with the December 2022 benefits, which are payable in January 2023. Damn, we're going to starve to death by then. In 2023. $8.7. So that's what, about 160, well, wait a minute. What, about 140 bucks, ain't it? So, yeah. Between 140 and 160. Not that ain't.
And that's the highest it's went up since like 80 years or something like that.
And Ginger
usually
Ninja,
it's like 0.1 or 0.5 or something like that.
Ginger Ninja said it depends on if you vote Democrat or not. We screwed. Look, I don't care if the person's Democrat or if the person is Republican. As long as he or she gets up there and does what they say they're going to do, I don't care. And you've got bad Republicans in office also. You just ain't hearing that much about them right yet. But wait. I got an idea that coin's about ready to be flipped. And then the Democrats is going to be the good people. God, I cannot believe I just said that. I mean, it's a crying shame. It really is. You know, you got people out here who's starving. Companies going broke overnight. You heard about that one company that went under, and they texted everybody that works for them they no longer have a job.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of times they'll get a slip of paper with their paycheck, and it says, "Oh, you're being laid off." They don't tell you up front.
Now back in the early
There's
80s,
a reason why is because
they don't want to get their ass busted.
well, trying to figure a way to word this. You know the post office.
Oh, okay.
And there's a saying that goes with that.
Yeah.
When somebody goes cuckoo and does stuff, they actually named it after that a certain situation that happened in a post office. They went post oh.
Thank you, nose picking.
And that's the term that's used for when somebody goes cuckoo at work. It's because, well, there are some cuckoos that they don't need a reason, but when a company treats their people bad, they don't want the confrontation in person, and they usually hand it down to a manager, or it goes down, like they always say, poop goes down. It goes downhill.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think of a exotic word for that. I can't. Shit goes downhill. But I mean, for that reason, yeah, I can understand. But don't you think that office personnel could tell if they good people or if they bad people? You know, it's I reckon the only thing that's really going on is people are just fed up with all the bullshit. Period. You know,
What do you want?
It's not that we really care or anything. I mean, look at 45, okay? Before he started or before he even announced that he was running, I could not stand that man. He come on, I never watched any of his shows because I didn't like him.
Yeah, I don't like him as a person.
No,
but I like what he does.
He come in, he
does
said
what
he
he
was
does,
gonna do.
or he tries to do. You can't because there are other circumstances involved in it, like Senate, the
Pelosi.
House, and Democrats.
I don't care. I'll say. I mean,
but he tries to do what he says he's going to do.
Yeah.
And don't.
That man, while he was in office, we had the lowest unemployment North Carolina, United States has seen in years. Gas was less than what, $2 a gallon. I mean, people had a little money in their pockets. I ain't gonna say we had a lot, but
Oh yeah.
we could go to the grocery store and we could buy what we needed at the time. Now, Black Friday, and I don't give a shit. This year was the worst year ever reported.
Yeah. I already knew it was going to be.
Yeah. I mean, sales this year so far are the worst it's ever been in years since Spudhead took office. And I'm sorry, I don't like him. I'll call him what I want to and deal with the consequences later.
Yeah, I would rather have a president that said, "Well, I screwed that one up, didn't I? But I'm going to work to make it better." I would rather say that than, "Oh, it's not my fault. Russia, or China, or whoever else."
I just want to know one thing, okay? Yeah, I do hate the man, but can somebody please tell me one or two good things that he has done since he got elected?
I know. He did something really good.
Make us lose weight, because now the way the gas price has gone up, we got to jog and run to the store.
No, the fact that it's opened a lot of people's eyes.
Now, I thought 45 done that. He opened their eyes.
He was one of the most hated presidents. I'm not saying everybody, but he was one of the most his ranking, or whatever they call it.
Okay.
Because he said stuff that pissed people off. It was the truth, though.
It was.
And that's what they mean by the truth hurts.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get into Generation Z, X, Y, or whatever the hell it is.
You're heavy.
As we come up, if we done something wrong, we was man or woman enough to say, "I'm sorry, it was my fault." Now, if you don't want to see a person, prove to them that they were wrong. You'll never see them again, because they won't acknowledge it no more. That's like loaning somebody a couple of $100 that you don't like. Loan them the money. You won't see them no more because they don't want to pay it back. This generation does not take responsibility. That's what I'm saying, Ginger Ninja. Hello, Vineyard Chicks. Now I'm going to have to calm down a little bit.
But I think because a lot of people didn't believe what Trump was talking about, saying this is corrupt, and he thought, a lot of people thought, well, it's just him trying him being him. And then when Potato came in, it's like, oh, he might have been right. And then we've seen it firsthand of what is happening.
Yeah.
You can look at the borders. Eggs were like 89 cents, $1. Now they're like $4, $5. How do you screw up that bad and blame it on another? Our chickens don't. Our chickens don't come from Russia.
Nope. Well, as powerful as our country once was, I've heard people say, and I have even said it, if you was going to take over a country as powerful as ours, you would have to do it from the inside.
Well, yeah. The easy way to do it is
Yeah.
um
Open the borders. Hell, say it.
no,
That's
no,
more.
you don't have to do that. It's already being done.
Yeah, that's one.
Look where our food comes from. I'm not saying what gets shipped over here. I'm talking about the companies
Doing it.
in the United States that are owned by another country. What happens if they control, say, 50% of our food and all of a sudden shut that down, take it away? What happens?
Now, I know you know a lot of people all over the United States and plus. I have heard up in Maine that to have a garden is illegal. You cannot have a garden, a backyard garden or nothing like that.
I don't know. I know people. I know at least 3 people in Maine that have gardens. Though it's and that's the thing. You got to watch these lines saying, "Oh, this state doesn't allow it," and then you read the very bottom, or you find out the actual truth of it is that you have to have a raised garden, or you can't have this or that, or they can't use fertilizer or something like that. But
Well,
that's where you do a bit of research.
Well, now I will admit, I do not do the research that I need to do. That's one of the reasons I am on other channels
Yeah.
because I want people like yourself, 101 and a few other ones. They know more about it. They're going to tell you what they know, and the chances are it's going to be the truth at that time. And the way it's going, I fear that that will happen. You're not going to be able to grow your own vegetables. And if the companies overseas stops shipping our food.
Yeah, see, there it is. You're not allowed to grow gardens with certain fertilizers.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah. You're allowed to grow a garden. Yeah, just which
Hello, Luke.
I'm not fond of using chemicals for fertilizer in the first place.
Now, I've been here every year that I have lived at this place, except last year. I have grown a garden. My garden, everything I've planted except last year has come up. Okay. I do not use fertilizer. I do not use no type of spray unless it's water in a bottle. That's it.
Well, you did really good with your cucamelons this year too.
Well, I appreciate that. But see, I know what not to grow. I don't want another next year. It's learning experience. But what I'm saying is I don't use no type of chemicals at all under any circumstances. And I do good. I mean, I don't feed a whole community. I feed my family.
Yep.
And right now, that's all that matters.
Yep.
Next year, I'm going to have a bigger garden. My wife's going to sheep me, but I'm going to have a bigger garden.
I'll be back in a second.
But y'all do what y'all want. You know, some people like tomatoes so big you can't put them in a bag. That's fine. Me, I finally figured out how to get more tomatoes from my vine. I don't go out there and I don't clip them like a lot of people do. Yeah, I'm reading some of the chat. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Blake. But I mean, I've canned squash from last year. That's about the only thing I did, and everything else got et.
It.
Yeah, edit. Cucumbers. If I have to do any pickling, I look at it like this: I need to plant at least 1.5 acres of cucumbers because 90% of them don't make it in the house for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I'll just plant enough just for eating alone.
Yeah. Well, now I also got rabbits out there. You know, I got to plant a little extra for the rabbits too, because they get big and carrot.
I'm thinking of trying a different type of cucumber this year, though.
What you gonna try this year?
I did what they call the burpless cucumber, even though I don't remember burping when I eat cucumbers in the first place. But
Boy,
and I did the straight 8. I didn't like those. I didn't like them ones so much.
I mainly, when I plant, I kind of got a certain type that I like, and it's like the pickling cucumbers.
Yeah, I like the pickle cucumbers.
Not the ones that are about 2 foot long. I ain't crazy over them. They ain't hardly got no taste to it. I'm sorry.
Oh, the English ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, if that's what the English thinks got taste, let their ass come over here. They'll burn up on our food. But, you know, it's got, now, I've never grown any type of greens, lettuce, kale, or nothing like that. I've never tried that. But this year is going to be different. I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss
Also
Keith.
thinking about putting a fence around my garden, at least one end of it.
I've got deer, I've got rabbit, I've got moles, I've got coyote, I got wolves. Yeah.
Cucamelons?
Yeah, I may have one of those. They turned out pretty good. They really.
Possums,
I got about 3 of them. They taste just like the watermelon, though. Red inside, they even had seeds in it.
Fox.
Yeah. But, ooh.
Yeah, I never got one might have went to sleep.
That man's tired.
Or he does what I do. I throw my phone somewhere where I don't look at it.
Turn it off and throw it up underneath the couch cushion. I have done that.
Oh, don't do that. They generate too much heat.
Even if you cut it off?
It's not really ever off.
Okay. I'll just start leaving it in the car more often.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it because a lot of people they have like a charging station on their end table.
Okay.
Very bad. Because your end table is where? At the end of your bed by your head. And that thing is constantly sending signals and receiving signals. And
I thought you was going to say buzzing. Vineyard Chicks has got emus around one side of her garden. She says they are a huge help. I'm sure they are. But if I was to have an emu around here, people would wreck. They've never seen one. They think that's the biggest chicken they ever saw. Lake Ferry is Bigfoot doing a stream tonight.
I was just going to look at that.
Lake Ferry says she loves your laugh. Oh, I love her laugh too. It's when she starts growling is when I start running.
No, she has one next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just brought the page up.
Well, she said no, he's on call for work.
Oh, okay.
So, Lake, if you're not too busy later on tonight, can you give me a call? I need to ask you a question.
Lake's never busy. She has all this extra time on her hands.
Well, I have noticed, every time I turn on the cell phone, I see her talking to somebody. She's going to chew me out here in a little bit.
I was going to ask you, Vineyard Chicks, are you guys planning on breeding those emus?
How in the world? I'm letting you know.
Before you get started.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to teach you the birds and the bees.
Well, now I know about that. It's the emus and the emus.
I do know some people have got emus, and they eat the emu eggs.
I thought they laid eggs.
They do.
Well, they do, but they still have to.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, they like chickens.
The eggs is
Look. Don't make me look like no fool. Oh, you don't need no help on that.
Do you?
Bushcraft, why are you blushing?
Did your wife trick you and tell you the turkey was pregnant this year?
No, she didn't have to trick me into it. I already knew it.
That's all you're seeing now on TikTok and YouTube and stuff, of making their kids take out the innards of the turkey and say, "Oh no, it was pregnant."
Who's out there? Oh,
huge turquoise colored egg. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because I know it took them longer, because you guys probably said it in the video, but it takes them longer. But I didn't know how long it actually took them.
Yeah, I want y'all to check out my watchdog. He ain't mine, but
next door neighbors.
Leo.
Oh, wow.
You see him?
Yeah, watch out for that tail.
No kidding.
Hey, baby.
He can jump as high as I am tall. I stand 6 foot. And that's him jumping flat-footed. He's the second dog I've ever seen stand jump flat-footed as high as I am tall. But somebody comes over here, he comes around that fence, and you swear you think he's going to take your leg off.
That's good though.
It is. It really is. You know, and this second, third time he's been in the house, and it took me over a month before he would let me pet him. He was abused as a pup. Okay.
Yeah.
Next door neighbor took him in a stray because she was at the car wash when they let him off, and they took off, and she kept him ever since.
Leo.
You know, but
Yeah, I don't. I've seen a lot of animals being abused.
dude,
Because I'm in a group with the local
ASPCA.
animal shelter here.
Well,
And
I'm not.
they show some really bad stuff on there that they that's their way of documenting it. When an animal comes in that's been abused of some sort.
I've seen them whipped. I've seen them shaved. I've seen them burnt. I've seen, you know, name it. Okay.
Yeah.
They've had it done. I'm like, I don't belong to nothing like that. But if I see somebody dropping off something like that, I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna chase them down. I'm sorry, they won't get them back, but I will get the number and I will turn them in. You know.
Yeah.
And where my parents used to live, used to be like a crossroads. There would be 2 or 3 dogs a week or cats that was dropped off, and they would come up to his house and Daddy would feed them. But he couldn't keep them, so he had to call up the authorities to come and get them.
Which is you want to take it. Just depends on the animal shelter,
right?
Like mine, it's they don't euthanize at all. They won't. They'll just keep it there as a pet.
They won't here either.
And that's good. Those places you want it, you take them. And it goes. Different ones are different. There are bad ones out there, but it's better for them to be taken care of, fed and warm and stuff like that than some of this bad stuff that happens to them.
It is. I reckon it's called age. Okay. Yeah, at one time, and yeah, y'all gonna hear me say it, I really didn't care. It wasn't mine. But now, as age has set in and a little bit of knowledge and so forth, don't let me catch you do it, please. You know, that's almost like a grown-up beating the shit out of a youngin'. Now, there is a difference between whooping and beating, you know.
Well, be careful, Jeff.
I know
what you're saying. I'm just telling you to be careful, you know.
I know. That's why I took a breath right as you said it. But
You got that?
And even though you're explaining it, YouTube isn't going to see it that way, unfortunately.
You go home now.
Go home.
Shit, he sat down when you opened the door.
Come on.
Here you go.
Yeah. Come on.
He knows where his home is.
Come on.
He looking at her like, you crazy? I got a mate over here. Oh, look.
See if you can see that.
Hey, I see it.
Unfortunately, it's green screen, so you can't make it out too much because most of it's green. But you can kind of, well, you can see trays in the middle.
Bushcraft, the way you held that up, the tree was the nose, and I saw the eyes. It looked like an outline of a skull. And so, but
Yeah, if you guys want one of your own, and you might get lucky and get an autographed version of it. I actually got an autographed version. Here, I'll go ahead and drop their a link to it.
He says,
Vineyard Chicks are three amazing young.
Yeah.
If y'all have not seen these young ladies, please, I beg you, go watch them. Subscribe to their channel. Hit the like button. I don't think you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
And three very, very smart young ladies on top of that. They know what state Kentucky is in. I'm sorry. What was that joke that I said I was going to tell on one-on-one the other night? Oh, it was it wasn't, I could say it on here. It wasn't that bad. Little Johnny was sitting in school one day, and the teacher asked a little girl, "Can you spell before?" Little girl stood up. She said, "Befoo." Teacher, wrong.
Come on.
So she said, "Can anybody else spell before?" Little boy stood up. And he said, before. PF, he said, wrong. So little Johnny raised his hand up. And the teacher called on him and said, all right, little Johnny, spell before. He said, Before. She said, right. Can you use that in a sentence? He said, I sure can. 2 + 2 before.
If you ever wonder why my beard is always fuzzy on the sides, it's because the cat's doing this.
I think it is. I think they're jealous and trying to get all the white off of you.
Yeah, that's why I got gray hair. It's because the cat's rubbing on it.
Well, you know why men, yes, and I said men, got gray hairs? It's because wives and kids. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble for that.
Hey, Nut House. See, Bigfoot's in here too. Hey, Bigfoot.
Hey, Peanut. Hey, Bigfoot.
Oh, I was going to send Bigfoot a message about this. Here in the last 3 or 4 months, there has been a lot of shows coming out with Bigfoot stories.
I've seen
primetime shows saying, "Oh," and they found, what was the last one I seen? Dang it! Now I'm not gonna be able to remember this one. I think it was NCIS. I think it was, and they seen, and a lot of Bigfoot stories are coming out in the shows, and it was somebody got attacked, and they said it was and it was on CSI too, but that was a hoax. But the fact that that it's getting so much attention all of a sudden, why is that? Why have I seen like 5-6 shows mention Bigfoot in the shows?
Okay.
Bigfoot, by chance, did you happen to see or get that link that I sent Lake about the cows? I got that link myself. Matter of fact, same day. I sent it to you, Bushcraft.
Yeah.
You know, that is weird though.
Yep, aliens too.
Oh, you know what it is? They needed the midnight snack. And damn, I shouldn't have said that. Oh well, I said it. What are they gonna do? Give me a strike?
They can.
Yeah, I know. They're going to if they want to or not.
Yeah.
Okay, he got it.
And I've got quite a few messages because I haven't been up on 101s, or I haven't done many videos this week. I've been kind of staying away from YouTube a little bit. I mean, I did the live Tuesday, and I'll probably do one tomorrow, but with stuff that's happened, and I've had to ban quite a few people because their comments on certain posts and everything. And I don't want that coming out in YouTube or on my videos or anything, putting me in a bad mood and then trying to do a video or anything like that. So I just stayed away from YouTube for a few days.
You're right, Ed. He don't want to leave. And I've not seen but one dog scared of the dark.
Come on.
This is going to be like that. But
You try to get the dog to go home.
yeah, he said
I don't want to go home.
he squatted in the floor like I was going to hit him. Hell no, I ain't going to do that. Now he's hanging his head down as he's going out the door, like I don't want to go. But you know,
No, B, you didn't get banned.
no.
No, it was probably a group of people that have been
Asses.
Yeah, and they figured that it was a good thing to aggravate as subject to, oh, we can get under his skin type thing. Usually I don't pay too much attention to it or anything. I just don't acknowledge it and move on to the next comment. But yeah, I completely just I just didn't want. And sometimes a lot of this stuff, just the news alone will get to you.
Just YouTube here lately, I get you now.
Yeah, or just the news by itself.
Yeah. Well, now, wasn't it you who had mentioned the news is done started repeating themselves again?
Oh yeah, they do that a lot.
You know, they ain't got
and
nothing.
they'll actually send out scripts to their affiliates and stuff. If you watch a story on different states and different cities and stuff, and it says, well, that sounds familiar. That sounds just like what happened here, or that's
Mm-hmm.
they have the same scripts. They have I think it's Associated Press or something like that, and they send out a story. And unfortunately, these places aren't smart enough to come up with their own stuff to say, so they repeat the stuff that they're given. And you can go to a news company on the East Coast and West Coast, and they talk about something that happened, aliens in the sky or shooting stars or something, and it's all the same. Word for word, they say the same thing, and it's
Now you may have 1-2 words tops that are different, you know, but the story is the same.
mm-hmm.
You
Well,
know.
no, I'm talking. It's exact words, and some YouTubers have spotted this, and they'll go and collect a story that the news companies do, and they'll have it for like California or Dallas, Texas, and Cincinnati, Ohio, and different places, and they'll play them word for word on each of the stories, and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
And how come people can't come up with they can't be have their own opinion? They have to have it has to be approved by this and has to be approved by that, and the government has to approve it, and it has to be certain words, or
It is government owned. They are being told what to say and when to say it. Plain simple.
well, I remember when if the story wasn't 100% and you didn't have proof, the editors would not print that because they didn't want to get the paper in trouble. Because if you started reporting stuff like what's them when you're going through the checkout, those Examiner or
Oh shit.
Star Magazine and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Remember when there used to be a bunch of stuff like
Choir.
Michael Jackson was having a baby with an alien or something like that?
I didn't cry. Thank you. Lies.
Oh, I forget. I don't even know if they still have those.
I have not seen them. Come think about it.
Well, it's probably because it's on CNN and no need to buy them off of that. I forget what those magazines were called. There weren't magazines. There's like little newspapers.
Inquirer.
Yeah, the Inquirer.
Yeah.
But
or
TV Guide. Do you remember Dear Abby? You know, she wrote about stuff. She never, well, I don't know.
In newspapers.
How he done it or nothing like that, or she done it. But it was, people enjoyed reading Dear Abby. Hell, people enjoyed reading the Inquirer just to see what lies come out and who was having fire with what alien, you know, like that. There's something new every week.
Tabloids. That's what it was. Tabloids. Yeah, but some of the things in there was way out there. And it always it was always something to do with famous people or something like that.
He's on the table. He's rocking it.
Okay.
Well,
That
like,
boy.
okay, Cronkite or the other one.
Walter Cronkite. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when they come on, people enjoyed watching him because what he said was the truth, you know. And if he went astray or whatever, he didn't have a job. And that's the way it was, like you said, with the newspaper and so forth, like that. But here in the last, 20, 25 years,
Yeah.
the only thing a newspaper is good for is to start a fire with.
And have you noticed? Um, it used to be. You remember Howard Cosell?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I remember
Um,
big time.
there's some more of them out. Back then, it used to be like if a football game, that's all you. It was a football game. You talked about the football game.
Yes,
Now it's you hard to say what you're going to come up with when you watch sport, especially basketball. Basketball is probably one of the worst.
it,
I'm talking NBA and professional sports.
yeah, it's
Um,
all got something to do with politics now. So,
or current
I-
affairs.
yeah. Now, I do not know how
Racing.
true this is. They said that when the U.S., the game that the U.S. beat Italy, I think it was, how a bunch of our players took the knee. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Dude,
Uh,
I would not have a team after that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to get into it. I'm shutting up. I'm shutting up
well,
on that. I don't think it's right.
you remember Tim Tebow
Yeah.
from Florida?
Yeah.
That used to be my son's one of my son's favorite football team was Florida Gators, and uh, when they were doing real good, they won championships and whatnot, and he took a knee. Now I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with taking a knee or it's bad for taking a knee. It depends what you're doing it for. And he beginning of the game and after the game, he took a knee.
Yeah. He was a religious man. I don't care.
He was okay. It's okay for him to do it.
Now, which one got into a lot of trouble for doing it? Was it Tebow?
Yeah,
Okay,
he
but
did
yeah,
it anyway.
yeah. I mean, he got fined for it and everything else.
Yeah.
But now, when I say take a knee now, I'm talking they're taking the knee against the national anthem, against the flag, so forth.
The
Like,
color of your skin.
yeah, I don't think that's right. They ain't but one way a man or woman really needs to take a knee. That's my belief. I mean, I'm sorry.
Well,
If y'all don't believe it, right there is the out button. Bye, adios, because practically everybody in here believes that way. And yeah, I know. Oh, you froze. Bushcraft. No, he's messing with me, is what it is.
Well, just try on there.
They cut me.
They cut you.
Can y'all hear me? Okay, bushcraft's frozen.
Can they hear you?
I don't know. Okay, he says we still live. Lake says I'm still live.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, they can hear me. All right, let's see if he comes back up. Up. Here he is. Here he is.
You got it?
Hey, I'm here twice.
Yeah, I just got rid of one
What
of you
happened?
there.
Yeah.
I thought there for a minute they unplugged me.
No, me.
But you still there? Oh shit.
It froze again?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, it looks like bushcraft is having a little bit of technical difficulty tonight. And on top of that, I've done gone over just a little bit, you know. If he comes back up here, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. And I hope everyone has a good, great weekend. And y'all remember on Tuesday nights, bushcraft at 7 o'clock. And I believe he said that he was going to have tomorrow night also at
Dang,
7
not
o'clock.
sure.
Yeah. Well, it ain't nobody on but me now. So,
Everybody went off.
yeah, well, bushcraft went completely off. Well, here he is. 3 times.
I don't know how long.
Well, I'm kind of ending it. I told them that you'll be live Tuesday night at 7. And if I wasn't mistaken, you was going to be live also tomorrow night at 7.
Yeah, if everything goes well. Yeah, just it's not a normal outage.
Oh, it ain't?
Nope.
Ooh. That don't sound good. That sounds planned. Government planned. I said it. We all know it.
This is my 16th IP I'm changing.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's what?
IPM.
Mm.
Okay. YouTube land, y'all have a good weekend. And we'll try to catch you tomorrow on Bushcraft at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And Bear Truth and Bushcraft family out. Hardy har har.